Earlier today, the world learned of the passing of the biggest icon in the history of professional wrestling, Hulk Hogan. His contributions in the entirety of this industry will never be forgotten.
We lost one of the biggest and most globally recognized icons in the world. A man I grew up watching, was fortunate enough to share the ring with, and like so many of us, were honored to call a friend. The truth is, he captivated millions of people and inspired them around the globe. We would not be standing here right now, all of us together, if it was not for him. So please help us honor him now as we give a 10-bell salute to Terry Bollea, the one and the only, the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
And immediately it took my breath away when I first heard it, and it didn't really sink in until I was writing how I felt about Hulk on one of my social media posts. He was one of the guys who helped lifted me up. You have to understand, I didn't start wrestling until I was 35, and my career didn't take off until I was 40. And that guy, he helped give me that opportunity. Hulk came up to me very early on in my career, and he said, whatever you're doing, brother, keep doing it, because it's not this year or next year or the year after, but somewhere down the line, I believe you have the ability to draw huge money with me. And he walked away. And to be truthful, Elizabeth, all I could think about, did Hulk Hogan just tell me he watched my matches? He was a tough guy, when it came to business tactics, but when it came to who he was as a man to me, he was always very giving, he had a heart of gold, and I will never forget what he did for me. It takes, you just don't get to the top in our world without creating relationships.
Today, the wrestling world lost an icon, but Ted DiBiase lost a very good friend. Hulk Hogan was the man.
Heard the news, what was your first thought?
Well, it was almost shock, because he was one of those guys who was larger than life. You just assumed, and he didn't appear to age.
Brother.
Well, let me tell
you something, brother. When you walk in this beat shop, I'm surprised that you still got the shirt on, Jack.
Well, let me tell you something, hulkster. The first time I met you, I was only 3 years old, but now I'm 6 years old. So now we gotta take it to a bigger level, man. Just like when you press that no What are they gonna do when the power of the hulkster and the roaster and the dual 24